questions. Can you still see me?
I can. I can absolutely see you.
All
I
right,
just
cool.
see it like it's right at your chin, but I'm going to record it just
All
so
right.
you know.
That's fine.
Oh, now?
I have to type out your answers actually, so
Oh, my goodness. I can
yeah.
send you a recording so that way if you don't type fast, we can always do it. And that way you
Yeah,
can
actually I can hit record here.
Well, there you go. So we're both recording. And then you can actually submit the recording and say, look, I went above and beyond for my lesson.
Yeah. It says I need to ask hosts permission for recording.
Oh. Well, you have my permission. I have a recording anyway, so
All right, cool.
I'll just send it to you.
Sounds good. Yeah, that sounds good. All right, question 1 is how did you know that you wanted to go into the field of business for your career choice?
I was actually born to it. There's a couple of guys that actually say it's in the DNA. So when I was a kid, I actually opened up I started selling baseball cards and stuff out of these shows.
Gotcha.
And so ever since I was a kid, I've done it. I've just always sold things, or I've always wanted to be on my own. And I really struggle with rules, and I am pretty much a rebel when it comes to actually fitting into the mold. And so I just don't fit with society and the fact that they want you to work a 9-to-5 job and work it for all your life. So knowing it's always just been part of who I am. It's just part of, like, I just kind of was attracted to it and attracted to just being my own boss, even though it's a lot rougher and a lot more of the emotional roller coaster. So
yeah, I gotcha. All right. Next question is, what steps did you take to be in the business role you're in now?
Currently, lots of hard knocks.
What?
Lots and lots of hard knocks.
Oh, okay.
So there was
education-wise and stuff like that.
Oh, that's what you want, is education.
Yeah.
Honestly, so here's the thing with education is when I'm looking at education in the quote-unquote college world and the official path that you take to get through, whether it's college or master's, and this is going to go directly against all of the people as far as like, oh, you got to go to college, oh, you got to do it. Like, I don't really believe in that so much. It is important, definitely important to go to college if you're going to be like in one of the professional fields, like a nurse or a doctor. I mean, there's a lot of a lot of stuff. You have lawyers, accountants, things like that are very, very documented, and there's always the same stuff. In the business world, I really didn't go to school for business. I didn't go to school at all for any of the business stuff. It's all been through experience. It's all been through a lot of hard knocks. And so the thing that I'm looking back on, what I see is, as people, especially kids, when they come out of college and they have this business management degree or this business degree in whatever it is, whether it's business marketing or business management or it's honestly almost worthless because the stuff that they're learning in there is almost archaic, and the fact that business is changing so quickly and marketing is changing so fast, the stuff that they're learning just doesn't even work. So I would, especially in the trade field or if you're looking to be able to own a business, you're going to get more experience doing an internship and more experience being able to learn through walking with somebody or working with a company. And frankly, that's where my education came from. It came from owning my own business for a while as far as a service company, and then I stepped into some sales working for another company. Then I stepped into a corporate world where I was managing a major product line, and then I stepped into building another company through affiliate marketing, which is all the online space. And then I stepped into the position that I am currently, which is a business owner of a major brand that's growing very quickly, and then also doing a lot of consulting. So it's all through experience. I mean, like, you're talking 20 years of experience right there that has led to me getting to this point. And that 20 years I count as education.
Yeah, I gotcha. That makes sense. Last question. How do you balance time with your job and time with your family?
Balance is a figment of everybody's imagination. Seriously, you can't balance things. Most people, when they look at balance, they look at it like you're walking a beam. And on the right-hand side, you have your family. On the left-hand side, you have your business. Mm-hmm. And so once you get all of these things set, it's like, okay, I am perfectly balanced. I am ready to walk down this beam of life and just keep myself balanced between the right and the left. The thing is, life happens. So when life happens, things change. So you put all of these circumstances in these little buckets on either side of you, trying to walk this beam, and all of a sudden there's a death in the family, or there's a major sickness in the family, or there's something that demands a lot of time in the family. So what happens is all of a sudden you're walking this balance beam, and all of a sudden on the right-hand side with the family, it gets super heavy, and so you're being dragged to the right. Same thing in the business. All of a sudden there's something that crashes, or your sales just flop, or a partnership dissolves, or employees quit. I mean, like, there's all kinds of stuff that can happen in business. So all of a sudden it gets dragged really heavy.
Yeah, I got you.
The way that I look at it is not necessarily as in balance. I look at it as, you know what a fulcrum is? A fulcrum is the balance point. So when you look at a fulcrum, that is the center point of where things can balance it out. So if you're looking at a fulcrum and you've got a beam across, and you've got, whether it's family on one side and your job on the other side, what happens in life is situational scenarios. So in other words, if that death in the family happens, if a sickness happens with your spouse or significant other, then you've got to move that fulcrum, and think of fulcrum as your time. You've got to move it closer to the family part, because it's a heavier weight. So you're spending more time. Now, this is a season when you move that fulcrum either to the right or to the left of the business because something demands it. So in order to keep things in balance, it's a matter of looking at what is the season that you're going through at that exact time, and how are you adjusting your time to act accordingly. Now, there's a third thing in there, because everybody always talks about family and business and how do you balance that. The third thing that nobody wants to talk about is your own personal life. And your personal life is also another piece that you think of it as a plate that you're balancing. And if the weight of the personal starts to hit, in other words, if you start draining yourself physically, you drain yourself emotionally, you're not taking care of yourself, you physically have no emotion or physical strength left to give either to the business or to the family. So you have to balance all three. You've got to balance your personal life and keeping track of that, your mindset, your health, your food, your exercise. That's all got to be done. Then you've got your family, and then you've got your business, and you've got to be able to, quote unquote, balance all three of them. But it truly ends up being like a fulcrum where you have to shift your time to where there's challenges and where there's a heavier weight for that responsibility.
All right. That's pretty good.
I want to see you type that whole thing out that fast.
Yeah, right. No way. I mean, I'm decently fast at typing, not that fast.
So what project is this for?
It's I have this business class. Let's see if I can pull it up here. And it basically, they've just been talking about steps you have to take to get into business field, and I have this report where I have to interview a businessman. Yeah.
Gotcha. So you're liking the course so far?
Yeah, it's actually really, really easy. It's only like a lesson every couple days. So,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait till you jump into business. It'll turn from easy to hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure business isn't easy. That's for sure.
Right. So, all right. Well, do you mind if I put this up as far as a recording?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Send that to me. That'll.
Okay. But do you mind if I put it on my own Facebook page and stuff?
Oh, sure.
All right. Cool.
All right. Sweet. Thanks a lot. That helps a lot. Yeah.
All right. Well, enjoy the day, man.
Yeah. You too.
See ya.